morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope that everybody is doing well. This is a little bit different than my usual content, but we are headed to Disney World and I thought it would be fun to just show you where we are staying, the resort that we're staying, and just some of the trips. So we're going to the Polynesian, which I'm super excited about. I was trying to go for like Moana theme, so we'll see if it meets the mark, but we just are leaving right now. We are obviously in Michigan, headed to Georgia to stay the night before we hit Disney World tomorrow. So super excited.
In Montana, danced in the lights of New Orleans. Portland ran away with me, and San Francisco stayed with me. Nashville made its way in between. Fell in love in Minnesota. Fell apart south of Salt Lake. Colorado calls to me, and Washington will always be begging for a piece of me to stay.
Stopping to get some gas in Georgia, stretch our legs because we've been in the car for a very long time. We got 307 miles to go, so oh no. Mama, it's okay. We are making it, some of us. Away from our resort. It's a Minnie Mouse bus.
Construction signs have Mickey Mouse on it.
Sophie, that's how she knows about it. She is stoked.
No, our first, no, yes, Space Mountain.
See. First visit. So we're supposed to wear those?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Right out from the sand area, we'll be able to see the fireworks because they said they come right over the castle, so we'll be able to see them from our room.
I miss those mountains in Montana. I've wandered long enough to know how good it can feel.
Come on now.
Further that I get. So the wheels are pointed west.
Come on.
Till I know how it feels to hang pictures on.
You can bring it out here.
Sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay.
We made it to Disney World.
Take up my time. Miss me
This
when I
is
go.
perfect.
I'll find reasons to stay and someone
We just had some complimentary cookies and juice.
So we've got a couple hours until we're eating here at the resort in Ohana. So I think we're gonna go down to the pool, swim for a little bit before our dinner reservations. Alright, well, we went down to the pool for a little bit. It was really nice. It was a big slide that the kids like, get ready to go out and drink. We're getting ready to go out and have dinner at Ohana. I don't know. I have drinking apparently in my mind. It's been a long couple days. I should clarify, I don't even drink.
Like, why are all these people?
So this is the upstairs. Oh my god.
Yeah, that baby.
Alright, we're headed to Magic Kingdom. Taking the monorail. Alright, so it is 8:30. Been here for an hour. We did Space Mountain. Is it Space Mountain that we rode? And it was okay. It's been a while since I've been on a ride, I'm not gonna lie, and it was really jerky. But it was fun. The kids had a lot of fun. What I have to say is I can't believe how many people just run at Magic Kingdom. Everyone is just running to the next stop. I will say it's very cool, but the amount of adults just running from line to line, I guess I didn't know that was a thing. But we're on our way to go meet Mickey now. Did you like the roller coaster?
Space Mountain.
I didn't do Buzz Lightyear with them. Was Buzz Lightyear fun?
I mean, it's slow, but it's kind of fun. You just like, kind of shoot stuff.
I hung back with Soph. All right, off to meet Mickey.
You want to smile? Straight ahead. I told you adventure awaits.
That is going to be
We are doing Pirates of the Caribbean.
Squall's getting all up on you. I didn't know it was like that. I thought it said no drops on that.
They need a bit of persuasion, ladies. Pirates! It's Captain Jack Sparrow Right umber aloft, lady. Where be Captain Jack Sparrow and the treasure yacht built?
Captain Jack! Oh no!
It's the treasure of our pursuer and no mistake. Earned by thunder, that scoundrel Captain Jack Sparrow will never lay eyes on it, nor this here king.
Yo, I think we just got it.
We're getting ready for the Frozen show.
Disney's Hollywood Studios welcomes you to, for the first time in forever, a Frozen sing-along celebration.
Get out of that. Alright. Hey, listen. Anna was wondering if you've seen Elsa. We don't want her to miss the Arendelle Festival. Not that I recall.
The 14th.
Nice. All right. Well,
The forest. Wow. The forest is different from the woods.
okay. Well, do me a favor and keep an eye out for Elsa here, okay?
Yeah, we got snow on you.
Hurry, hurry! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
This is so cool. This is worth the wait, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what is
Star.
Oh yeah, Star Wars ride.
If you go on this ride, you need these 3D glasses.
Why does it look so cool?
It's reflecting.
Oh, you can see Jesus' face.
We are barely surviving Hollywood Studios.
Look at that. Look how good it looks.
I almost puked after Star Tours, and Jordan did puke after Tower of Terror. So we are doing great.
I didn't puke. I had
I
fun.
thought I was gonna have to call for help or puke all over.
Now we're
everybody.
gonna go on Rise of Resistance.
The boys are gonna go. We're gonna walk through line with them.
Because
And
they're gonna
the boys
throw
are
up.
going to. Yeah, I will not make it. We found shade. We're in a little shady grove. I don't know that lady. My bad.
We're going into, what's it called? We're in Hollywood Studios right now, but we're going over to Toy Story Land. And, also, have you ever seen these trees before? Like, I've never saw this in Michigan in my life. Yeah, we have no idea. He said take a left. So, yeah. Here we go. It looks like up here's Toy Story Land.
Babe, what kind of shoes are those?
Trees?
Where are trees? We're gonna go on the Slinky Dog coaster. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. Anyway, right after that, we're going to, I think it's called Woody's Roundup. It's a restaurant in Toy Story World also. And it's supposed to be a barbecue place that, like, it's family style. It's supposed to be pretty good food, though. I'm happy about it. There's the Toy Story Land. And here's the Slinky Dog coaster. Well, I'm Slinky Dog gas. I gotta gas. Right here. Just follow me.
I think so, yeah.
That's the only scary part.
That's what we're going.
Let's go, Slinky.
We're just hoping Mom and Dad don't puke. What are you saying? What?
I think they...
Sir, thank you for your patience. That's all I can do at the end.
Hey, you. All right, what are the rules of Woody's Roundup?
Okay, so like when you see Rex, you party. When you see Andy, you freeze. And if there's nobody, you just sit down and eat.
And give a big roar for the one you all been waiting for. The one, the only,
Go, Jack. Go, Jack.
Yeah, who turned off the lights?
Watching me, that one.
All right, we are headed into Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, there's some kind of more birds in there. Oh, they're just like, they're not, they're mom and that's the
Yeah, that is so cool. One thing I will say so far about Disney World, a few things. First, this place runs like a well-oiled machine. Second, they can pump out some coffees here at their Starbucks. The whole place honestly runs like a well-oiled machine, but Starbucks, man, they can crank out some coffees. Every time it's been good. Every coffee I've had has been delicious.
And the characters are so fun. And they even signed my hat.
Yep, Chip and Dale.
Is there no Chip and Dale on there? Oh, so they can sign it.
Aww. The Navi River. Wow. Whoa. Oh, whoa, look at that. I know, look over here, you guys. Holy crap. Whoa, this is incredible. Oh, wow, look. I am blown away. This is incredible. Like, wow. Wow.
You're not actually going in there.
Sophie!
See him under and over. Now you can't see him under. Now he's going under. You see him over there. See him? See him? He's swimming towards us. He's coming right here. He's right here under. He's right here. Look, you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
Look. Wow, look at you.
Hi, friend!
Look at how it just floats through the water.
Remarkable neck problems, motion sickness, or other conditions that could aggravate the participation. Expected ones should not lie. Once on board the safari transport, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside, and remember to watch your children adventure on the Kilimanjaro safari.
We do that because of its school structure and its prehensile time.
Yeah, it's just the bottom straight.
This saddle stork is filling in us with its mate, and this is on our left atop the hill.
Oh, look at it.
Saddle stork, they have a yellow and orange beak, and they get their name from a little yellow section on their beak.
Oh my God, is it a nest? Look, it's a nest.
Wait, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Sunny up above your head.
Oh, up
That is a
here.
greater kudu.
Oh, look at this.
It's right in there.
On the hill, there's a tail end view of the black rhino. It's not the best view, not because it's the tail end view, but because it looks like a rock.
You having fun? You see any animals? You see the hippo in the water?
This is the Ann Coley cattle.
Yeah, he's up there.
Those horns.
Look at those their horns. They look really heavy, but they are not because of their
What is that,
size.
Sophie?
Hello, giraffe.
The size say between 18 to 20 feet tall.
Yeah, there's
What
another
is
one.
that, Lo?
Hello, giraffe. Giraffe.
You yelling to the giraffes?
That's crazy, girl.
How big are they? Wow.
One big clump. That's just in little sections.
You can see the one walking.
My goodness. Not right now. Bird. That's Kevin. All right, well, we finished our day in Animal Kingdom. We're actually ending it a little bit early because we were supposed to go on the rapids and there is a technical difficulty. So we decided to cancel our reservations at Yak and Yeti and instead go back home to, or not back home, back to the resort and just find dinner there and go swimming in the pool because it is a hot day out today. But I think the Animal Kingdom, I don't know if it's my favorite or if Magic Kingdom was my favorite. I really liked Animal Kingdom because I did the Navi River, which I showed, I'm sure, a long clip on this at some point. But Navi River was stunning. And we did the safari, which was okay. It was fine, but the Navi River was probably my favorite experience so far at Disney World. And also I just like all the trees and like the shady spots. And it seems a little bit less chaotic than Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So far, I would say Hollywood Studios was actually my least favorite, but we're ready to head back and go swimming in the pool because we are sweaty and hot.
Okay.
Good job.
Sophie, I think you may have something I know better.
It's our last day. Just had a little breakfast. Say bye-bye. Bye. Bye. We are home. Oh man. That was quite the journey. Quite the trip. It was a blast. The best way that I can explain it, we had lots of pockets of magic, but it was also extremely chaotic. And yeah, so I'll talk about a few of my favorite things. Some of my favorite rides were Tiana's Bayou. That was so fun because it had some of the thrill involved, but also like the animatronics and the visuals. We actually rode it twice, and at one time Caleb and I rode front row, and we got like soaking wet, which it was almost 90 degrees, so that felt great. But it had a little bit of everything. It had the excitement, the thrill, the water, the visuals. Pirates of the Caribbean 2 was super cool. Like, I was impressed the entire time with the storyline, with some of the rides, and just like the engineering, and again, the animatronics and the visuals. It really was mind-blowing and transported you to the story behind the ride. In those moments, it was so much fun watching my kids experience the rides, and just the excitement was that was by far the best experience, was watching my children experience it. But the hustle and bustle, like between the rides, and the absurd amount of people, and sometimes just like the lack of awareness from other people. I guess just people were really just trying to race to the next stop. I don't know. I'm not that extreme. One person's running ahead of the group and everyone's pushing up in line, and that's not my vibe necessarily. I'm much more, can we go like chill on a beach, eat good food? I don't know, like splash around in the water. It was a lot. I needed to decompress at the end of each day. Backtrack to what I was saying. So Tiana's Bayou, Pirates of the Caribbean, those are so fun. Seven Dwarfs, Mine Train, that was really fun. We have a funny picture. I'll have to put it in. My husband was having a blast, and the rest of us look like we're holding on for dear life. But I promise you, even though my face doesn't show it, I was having so much fun. My favorite as far as visuals go, though, was the Navi River in Pandora. So that's an animal kingdom. It was stunning. I already really like Avatar, and I think the visuals are so cool with that. If you had like a screenshot of my face, I think I just had my mouth open the entire time. I was just blown away. I loved it. Pandora in general at Animal Kingdom was beautiful. I also did love Magic Kingdom, don't get me wrong. It had all of the things. I loved their fireworks show. We were literally right under the fireworks. Those are some of the best fireworks that I've ever seen. I will say, within the parks, one thing that I thought was overrated was the food. We did go to like Be Our Guest at Magic Kingdom, which was absurdly expensive, even though I did get like the meal plan with my resort package. It's crazy when you look at the bill, and the food was okay, I guess. Like the meet and greet, Beast like walks around real nonchalantly, doesn't stop at any of the tables. I just thought, for the amount of money that you're spending and like the things that they could have done, I loved Beauty and the Beast. Get the candle in the teapot or bell or something. I was really underwhelmed with the food within the parks. Now, the restaurant at our resort, the Polynesian, their big restaurant is Ohana. Some of the best food that I've ever had. We actually changed our reservations for our last dinner. We were supposed to go to like Space 20 or something in Epcot, and we actually changed it to go back to Ohana one more time because we loved the food. Actually, our plan was to go Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and then Epcot. And instead we changed our last day from Epcot to go back to Magic Kingdom again because the kids weren't really interested in going into Epcot, and it was more for them, obviously. And there was still so much to do that we didn't get to do the first day at Magic Kingdom that we just canceled Epcot altogether. We didn't even go there, and we just went back to Magic Kingdom. There is so much to do, no matter how much you try to plan, how many lightning lanes you purchase, how much money you spend, you cannot experience it all in one trip. And we really tried, and still, I mean, there's just tons of stuff that we didn't get to do. But those are my favorites: Tiana's Bayou, Pirates Caribbean, Navi River, Seven Dwarf Mine Train, fireworks, watching my kids experience the magic, all of it, Ohana, the restaurant at the Polynesian. The Polynesian in itself was beautiful. We had so much fun. A couple of things that I was like, meh. Space Mountain, that thing needs to be updated. That ride is ready for an update. If you're watching this, you've ever been to Cedar Point and you've gone on the corkscrew and like you come out with like a crick in your neck, that's how I felt about Space Mountain. Kind of not fun and uncomfortable. I don't know if I'm just getting too old, but I felt like Space Mountain was a little bit rickety and could use some work. Oh, space tours. So this is out of like the Star Wars, and it's like a 3D situation. That was not good for me. Let's backtrack. My husband and Jackson, that's my middle son, my middle child, they went on the Tower of Terror. I did not go on that, and Caleb, my oldest son, did not go on that because we knew that that did not sound fun and that we would be sick. I don't like the whole like I'm gonna scare you and drop you in my stomach and my throat type situation. My husband also considered not going on it, but Jackson really wanted to go on it, so he took it for the team, and he's like, I'll probably be fine. Well, he wasn't fine. He ended up puking after that. Jackson, what he said to me after that ride was, I just laughed the whole time to convince myself I was having fun. Anyway, so then we had a lightning lane for space tours, which is this 3D experience. I don't even know how much you actually move. Like, I don't know if it just makes you feel like you're like going really fast and you got a big screen in front of you and like things are coming at you and it like messes with your equilibrium. I thought for sure I was gonna have to scream stop and make a scene because I wanted to get off that ride so bad. I thought I was gonna pass out. I felt like the blood had drained from my head. I thought I was gonna puke. I was gonna puke and pass out basically, and then I was gonna need to make a scene and yell stop, and I didn't even know if anyone would hear me because it's so loud and like you're just being thrown all around. I closed my eyes and just tried to do mind over matter and tell myself, this is gonna end. This is not the rest of your life. This is temporary. You're gonna get off the ride. You're not gonna die here, even though it feels like you might. Anyway, I got out of there, and Jordan had just finished puking. I was like, I'm gonna pass out, I'm gonna puke. We were a mess. The poor kids were like, you guys suck. I will never do a 3D ride like that again. I could not hang. So all that to say, Hollywood Studios was probably my least favorite. I don't know. I didn't like the layout of the park as much. I didn't like the look of the park as much. Jordan and I basically KO'd for the day on our rides. I don't know, we're just too old, I guess. So I had a bad taste in my mouth when it came to Hollywood Studios, except for when we went to Woody's Roundup for dinner. That was the only food within the park and I guess like dining experience that I thought was really worth the hype. It was a lot of fun. It's based off of Toy Story. We love Toy Story. And the food was pretty good too. Granted, me and my husband were still a little queasy, so I don't think we enjoyed it to its full potential. But anyway, in a nutshell, that was the experience. Our drive home from Florida to Michigan, because I think everyone else was also driving home at the same time, was the worst travel experience though that I've ever had. My daughter got car sick. She puked a couple times. It took us like 13 hours or something ridiculous to get from Disney World to like middle of Georgia. It was stop and go traffic everywhere. Roads were shut down. My daughter is puking. We had to pull over so many times. I had reservations in Kentucky to stay the night before finishing our trip to Michigan. We had to cancel those reservations. Luckily, they were really understanding and refunded us, and we had to stay in Georgia overnight. And then we woke up at 6 a.m. to some like kids throwing down in the hallway right outside of our room. And we had to walk by a security's addressing the situation. I'm pretty sure they were still drunk from the night before. And then that second day of driving went better. we were so happy to be home. We are so happy to be home, but now it's just kind of like that whole getting our life back in order, which, you know, is a process. But anyway, that was our Disney vacation in a nutshell. We had so much fun. I know this video is not stuff I usually create on here, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to look back on the video, and I'm excited to share with you guys. If you've been to Disney World, let me know what you guys thought about it. Is it worth the hype? We probably will not go back again until our daughter is like 5-6 years old. I'm happy we did it. I'm happy we experienced it. We had so much fun, but our next vacation is going to be a little bit more chill. Anyway, that all to say, loved it. So thankful we got to go. The kids had a blast. It was magical and chaotic. That's the best way I can explain it. But wherever you are, I hope that you're happy, you're healthy, you're well. Hopefully, if you just had spring break too, you had a nice spring break and you got to do something fun, spend some time with family, friends, whatever. Otherwise, as always, I wish you guys nothing but the best. Don't forget to learn something new every day, and I will talk to you guys. Bye, guys.
Till I know how it feels to hang pictures on a wall, sleep in the same bed at night. I want reasons to stay. I want someone to take up my time. Miss me when I go. I'll find reasons to stay and someone to take up my time. Then I'm not gonna go.